Hey guys, Anna Sabramowitz here from eLearner Engaged, and here's another video. Okay, so it was a long day today, and I feel like it was really productive though, and it's okay when you're spent at the end of the day because you feel like you've accomplished so much and you got done what you set out at the beginning of the day to do, and I feel great about that. So, two things that I learned in the last couple of days that I wanted to share with you. So, first, anyways, I want to learn how to speak better, right? And project my voice better so that, you know, how I mentioned on some of the videos that I've been doing, that my voice is basically gone. And I feel like if I had a voice coach or if I had some training, then I could speak more naturally from some maybe deeper place and not find it as taxing. Anyways, and so I thought, why don't and I love singing, by the way. Karaoke's like one of my top activities. And I found this really great app, which is called Vanido. I believe I'm saying that the right way. And what it does, it's kind of cool because it trains you to obviously sing and pitch and I didn't know, I learned all these terms. Like I'm only on like first week of training. And it's kind of serendipitous because this app showed up when I said, I think I'm going to take some voice lessons. And all of a sudden this app shows up as a free app that is recommended in the App Store by the editors. And I thought, wow, this is awesome. This is like, serendipitous. And it teaches you how to have like a chest voice, a head voice, all kinds of things. But one of the things that it teaches you, and I thought this was so interesting, is that it trains your ear. And I always thought my ear was really good because believe it or not, from years in working in customer service and dealing with very difficult people, especially over the phone, I've learned how to mimic people's pace, people's accents. Sometimes people would find it really funny. They're listening to me on the phone and I'm speaking with this weird accent all of a sudden. But it makes people who have an accent, if you do it right, then it actually becomes something that people find you easier to understand if you match their pace and tone. I would just take it to the next level. I don't know if that actually usually worked out really well for me, but whatever. Anyways, that's another story. So what I realized after working through this Vanido app is that my ear needed training. And it's kind of like this surprise feedback that I never actually considered, that the idea of your voice, because you hear it from inside your head, might be different then it might have something to do with the way you're hearing things. And so to be able to align those things together would produce better results for what you're trying to achieve. And I think that's almost like a metaphor for life, right? I found it really interesting, and it's kind of like this side effect learning that really pleasantly surprised me because I didn't realize that was another aspect of being good at controlling your own voice, that hearing was a big part of that, and I already thought I could hear really well, right? The other thing that I really wanted to share with you because I'm finding it just so profound and so meaningful to my life is this book I'm listening to. I go for daily walks with my dog right up in the morning. The first thing I do is go for a big, long hour walk. And on that walk, because it's a very good routine for me, I listen to audiobooks. The book I'm listening to is called Extreme Ownership. And it is by two authors. And I believe they're both Navy SEALs. One of them is called Jocko Willink. Jocko, yeah, that's a name. And the other guy's name is Leif Babin. So what's really cool is that they narrated the book, and I already told you the title, Extreme Leadership or Extreme Ownership. Anyways, the book is about leadership in a workplace, but what they do is they use all these stories that they have from their experience in the Iraq War to apply them to leadership conundrums and challenges in the real world. Okay, it's awesome listening to Navy SEALs who sound like Navy SEALs. Like, imagine a guy who's been yelling for like 10 years of his life, and now he has this like voice that's really deep and raspy. Every single chapter is read like this. Minimalism is key there. All their words are perfectly selected in every chapter. The stories are so heart-wrenching that I'll be walking. I'm glad there's nobody around on my walk, because sometimes I just get choked up with how intense they are. This whole idea of brotherhood and honor and respect and just all kinds of things that I know that you just don't get to experience unless you've been in that situation. And I think Leaf even said it in one of the chapters, that there's no book, movie, or anything that can actually ever express that kind of struggle and the hardship, the challenge of being in war and all your decisions being life and death, and feeling extremely responsible for your team. And if one of them dies, you are responsible, and you think about the consequences, their family never seeing them again, the feeling guilt because you're alive. And then, all of a sudden they take that and they translate it into a situation in a corporation, which obviously it has nothing to do with that kind of struggle, but it puts things in extreme perspective. And I was skeptical at first because I felt it was a little too clear cut, a little too military for me. And even when you think about the language that we use to describe companies, company is a military word. Frontline staff, that's a military word as well, right? There's lots of carryover from the military and their structures and their language that we carry over to the civilian corporation world. However, when they start talking about leadership and leadership situations and being decisive and owning that responsibility, owning your decisions, it's phenomenal. It is almost, in effect, liberating, because you feel like you can have impact, you can choose. It's one of probably the best leadership books I've ever read or listened to, anyways. And also, Jocko has a fantastic podcast. It's called Jocko Podcast, and he interviews people who have been in the war, some colleagues, and it's just it's a mysterious world to me. I've never been in it, but I love the fact that I'm able to glean a little bit of their experience and a little bit of the essence of what it means to be on a real team, and to stick up for one another, and to take full responsibility for every member of the team, to take full responsibility for the outcome of that team, and still have clear leadership guidelines. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'm glad I don't have to go through the terror of war to be able to glean it. And I think this book should be read by everybody. And I think you should listen to the Jocko podcast too, because I think you'll find it just so fascinating and it's really beautiful. It's really beautiful how tough and gentle these guys are at the same time, because I think that it takes a certain type of person to be in that situation and make it out okay, which I know not everybody does. So, tomorrow is going to be a very busy day for me, so I don't know if I'll be able to put together a video, but I'm hoping you're enjoying these. I'm seriously enjoying these. I don't have a really set schedule yet for it. I'm just kind of doing it impromptu, but yeah, okay, see, I'm out of voice again. Totally, anyways, I'll talk to you soon.